friends, welcome to Kitchen Hangout. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm making Pancit Bihon. It's a Filipino rice noodle dish. It's delicious. What it needs is rice vermicelli. That's what the bihon is. So it looks like this. It's really skinny rice noodles. Okay, so that's the bihon. 2 carrots. The carrots are about this size. This is half a white onion. It's a pretty big onion. Look at that. That's half of that onion, okay? About 2 tablespoons of minced ginger, 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. I usually use green beans, but I accidentally used them last night when I cooked something else. However, I had asparagus. I thought, why not, right? 1/4 of a cabbage. So here's the entire cabbage. I just used 1/4 of it. And we're going to add green onions on top. That's like the
garnish.
Garnish, thank you. I even wrote the word garnish. That's the garnish, and then of course fresh lemon squeeze. Okay, so you guys ready to get started?
Yeah.
Yay, let's start. So don't tell, this is from school. I'm a teacher, and my husband did buy me like a stove top, but it didn't work, so he had to return it. So this is for science.
And this is science.
This is science.
For science.
Science. For science. Yeah, it's getting pretty hot.
You're at 1,004 degrees Fahrenheit.
What? 1,000? Isabella.
That's what it says.
Oh, that's really hot.
It says 1,000.
Okay, that's really, no wonder. Okay, so you always start with your aromatics, right? So we're gonna start with our onion. Oh, yeah, that's hot. You hear that sizzle? That's nice. Onion. Ginger. You know, a lot of people don't put ginger in their pancit, but I really like ginger, so it's what I want to do because I'm the one cooking it, right? You guys do whatever you want, but I'm just giving you the basics, the baseline. So you can do it however you want. Okay, now we're going to mix it. Halo halo is how you would say it in Tagalog. Okay, I'm going to add a little more oil. Okay. Smells good already. So I like making my pancit with Chinese sausage. You can make it with chicken, you can make it with shrimp, you can make it with pork, whatever meat you like. But I really like Chinese sausage. Last week or 2 weeks ago, I made it with shrimp and Chinese sausage and bacon. That was delicious. Okay, stir it. Coming back over here. Okay, once that gets nice and smelly, smells pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna add the carrots, because carrots take a while. My husband cut these nice and thin. So I gotta tell you a funny story about this burner. My socks were wet, so I thought, I'm gonna put my socks on this burner and turn it on so my socks would dry. My socks melted on the burner. True story. We're going to take the pancit, this pan right here, and add just hot tap water, and it'll get the pancit like cooking. Maybe you could open that for me, Isabella. My little helper's over here. So I made pancit a couple weeks ago, and my mom said it was too dry. Yeah, she told me that. So I'm gonna make sure that it's not dry this time. All right. Yes. So Isabella's gonna put it in here, and you're gonna turn the tap on so it can be nice and hot.
All the noodles?
Yeah, Kyle's here. You might as well make it all. So we're gonna make all the noodles. Look at that, isn't that lovely? Let's add the asparagus, which should have been green beans, but you know, that's how cooking goes, right? You just use whatever you have.
It's on hot one.
Yeah, hot is all the way to the left.
1,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
Please look at this and see that it says 1,000.
Man, can you,
Because it
can you
does.
smell my sauce? Just kidding. I'm going to add the cabbage and then 1.5 cups of chicken broth. Yeah, why not? I'm not adding salt. You're probably wondering, why isn't she adding salt? Well, because I'm going to put a lot of soy sauce in this. That's why not. Hey, honey, will you check the Chinese sausage while you're at it? So now I'm going to add, Kyle, will you hand me that cabbage, please? Throw it in here. I like having help.
Right?
This is way cool. I like it. Look at that, isn't that pretty? I mean, you could just eat it like this without the noodles. But, you know, we're gonna do it with the noodles.
What are you looking for here?
Till it's finished.
I mean,
We just had a whole conversation about that. Isabella was reminiscing laughing about how she and Johnny were cooking Chinese sausage, and they were like, "Mom, when do you know it's finished?" And I'm like, "You just know when it's finished." So that was funny that you said that.
Okay.
Okay,
And they're mostly submerged.
mostly submerged. So now I'm gonna add chicken stock. There we go. I think it's okay. So we're gonna wait till this gets nice and bubbly. I would say about a quarter cup of soy sauce. Sure, why not? I didn't know this, but you put sugar in the, yeah. I've never done this before, so we'll see. This is about a tablespoon and a half of sugar in the raw. Gonna do some red pepper flakes. That's about a teaspoon. When this comes up to a boil, then I'll add the noodles that have been soaking. See, look at that. Isabella, will you grab those red scissors and cut them though? Be careful of the cord. If we didn't cut those noodles, it would be really hard to stir them in here because it's like one long, super long.
In Filipino
Super.
culture, traditionally, you don't cut them because it represents longevity. That's what you told me. Traditionally, you do
I'm
not
just
cut
making
them.
it up. I'm just kidding, I wasn't making it up. Pancit is actually something you serve at birthdays because it is about long life. Because you have this long noodle, right?
The longer the noodle, the longer your life.
But it's kind of a pain to cook and to eat. Oh, Christina, you want to check that out? Do it a couple more times.
Okay?
Yeah. Do a little taste. Oh, that's good. You guys are okay with spicy, right? Everybody here is okay with spicy?
Yes, you can do it.
Okay. Do a couple more of the red pepper flakes. I am going to add more soy sauce. It needs a little more salt. We can, you know what, you can add your sambal.
I'll add it when
Yeah.
it's served individually.
Yes, you add that when you want, as much as you want. How's it looking, Christina?
Almost there.
Okay. See, you just know, right? You
I know
just
now.
You just
I know now. But
You
then I
just
did not.
know. Yeah. I think it's still working. Yeah, it looks hot.
I think I see like the little lights underneath on still.
Okay. I'm wondering if we need to move to the fire.
Intermission.
Yeah.
BRB.
BRB. BRB. I drained out most of the water, and now the noodles aren't like, what's that called? They're not hard, right? They're soft, so I'm gonna start putting the noodles in. And as you can see, the Chinese sausage is cooking nicely. Just drain it a little so it doesn't get waterlogged. Isabella did a nice job chopping the noodles. I'm just gonna start folding it in. And the noodles will start to absorb a lot of this juice too. Oh yes, there we go. That's a nice color. I love the carrots. A lot of people will shred the carrots, which you're absolutely welcome to do, is put shredded carrots in here, but I personally like the carrots nice and big because I like carrots and I like biting into them. So I keep the carrots big but skinny. So it's going to keep cooking and the noodles will absorb that chicken broth. So it won't be dry, Mother. You should have heard her. You know, your pancit was just dry, Christina. I was like, yeah, sorry, Mom.
We'll have to make sure she sees this one.
No! No, thank you. We have to make sure she does not see this one.
That's so funny.
That would be funny. Oh, yeah, this takes some muscle. And then we're going to add the Chinese sausage. This stuff is so good. If you haven't had Chinese sausage or tried it, you really should. So this was 1 pack of Chinese sausage. I cut them about, I would say, about half an inch thick. There we go. So now let's fold that in. Oh yeah. The chicken broth is almost gone. I think my mother was actually right about the pancit though. You can add more to your plate, but you garnish with green onions. It just makes it pretty and it tastes good. Green onions, and then you squeeze lemon to, to taste on your own plate.
Better or worse than last time?
Better. Mom was right. I think it needs a little more soy sauce though, but that's good. You can add your own, Yeah, the noodles are definitely better. Oh, Soy sauce, there's lemon if you want to squeeze lemon.
It is better.
It is better. It is better with the chicken broth.
Mm-hmm.
The 1.5 cups of chicken broth. So definitely use 1.5 cups of chicken broth. Make sure it's boiling though.
This is good, and I love these carrots. We could make this for brine without the noodles,
Mhm.
and it would still be really
Just
delicious.
exactly what we did, and then just do you eat vegetables, right? And then just do whatever meat. It's almost like a stir fry.
Mm-hmm.
So you would do it without the chicken broth if you're not doing noodles.
No.
Right. See, that's why I love cooking, because you can just
Edit
mix
it.
and match, do
Mhm.
whatever. Okay.
Now
Okay.
you can cut.